Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello my amazing students. How are you today? Are you ready for English time? I hope you are always happy and always be ready to learn English with me. Now we are going to study about a procedure text. So, in the end of the learning process, I hope you can get the learning objective of this material. What are they? First, you can identify some information related to a procedure text. Second, you can communicate to ask and give information related to a procedure text in spoken or written context and respond it to get the best result. Okay students, before we start our lesson today, I want to ask you some questions. Have you ever made your favorite food by yourself? Baiklah anak-anakku sekalian, sebelum kita mulai pembelajaran hari ini, Ibu mau bertanya dulu pada kalian semua. Pernahkah kamu membuat makanan favoritmu olehmu sendiri? I'm sure almost all of you have ever prepared breakfast or cooked favorite food by yourself. Ibu yakin hampir semua dari kalian pernah menyiapkan sarapan atau memasak makanan favorit oleh kalian sendiri. Now, your friends Johan, Atika, Binsar, Tineke, Nindya, and Andi will tell about the food and drink they usually have for breakfast. Sekarang, teman-teman kalian Johan, Atika, Binsar, Tineke, Nindya, dan Andi akan bercerita tentang makanan dan minuman yang biasa mereka santap saat sarapan. Let's listen to the dialogue.
Listen to the dialogues. Dialogue 1.
Do you usually have breakfast before you go to school?
Yes, I do.
What do you usually have?
Usually I have rice and fried tempeh or porridge.
Do you prepare the breakfast yourself?
No, my mother does it. I cannot cook.
Why don't you learn how to cook?
Cooking is difficult, right?
Not really. You can learn bit by bit.
Really?
Yes. Do you want to learn how to cook?
Sure.
Dialogue 2.
Did you have breakfast this morning?
This morning, I did.
What did you have?
Rice and omelette, as usual.
Did your mother cook the omelette for you?
My mother? No. I cooked the omelette myself.
You've got to be kidding me.
No, it's true. It's very easy.
Can you tell me how to make an omelette?
Sure. Come to my house this weekend. We can learn how to make an omelette.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Dialogue 3.
What do you drink in the morning?
Well, sometimes I drink boiled water and other times I drink tea. What about you? What do you drink in the morning?
I usually drink infused water.
Infused water? What is that?
It's a combination of cold water and fruits or fruits. It's also called detox water or fruit-flavored water.
Does it taste good?
It does, and it's healthy. You may use different fruits for different flavors.
Really? Do you make the infused water yourself too?
Yes, it's easy. I can show you how when you come to my house.
Wow, you are so creative.
Pada dialog 1, Johan bertanya pada Atika makanan apa yang biasanya dia santap saat sarapan. Atika berkata kalau dia biasanya menyantap nasi, tempe goreng, atau bubur untuk sarapan. Tapi Atika tidak bisa memasak sehingga ibunya lah yang menyiapkan sarapan untuknya. Pada dialog 2, Binsar bertanya pada Tineke tentang menu sarapannya pagi tadi. Tineke berkata bahwa seperti biasa, dia menyantap nasi dan omelet saat sarapan. Tineke berkata pada Binsar bahwa dia yang memasak sendiri omeletnya. Lalu, Binsar meminta Tineke untuk memberitahunya bagaimana cara membuat omelet. Tineke setuju dan menyuruh Binsar ke rumahnya untuk belajar bagaimana cara membuat omelet. Sedangkan pada dialog ketiga, Nindya dan Andi sedang berbincang-bincang tentang apa yang mereka minum pagi tadi. Nindya berkata bahwa dia biasanya meminum air infus atau infused water dan dia membuatnya sendiri. Dan Nindya dengan senang hati akan memperlihatkan cara membuatnya jika Andi ke rumahnya nanti. Okay, my amazing student, do you want to know how to make an omelette and infused water? Let's listen to the recording and follow all instructions.
Okay, tell me how to make an omelette.
Alright, let's prepare the ingredients.
What ingredients do we need?
2 eggs, salt, pepper, and some oil.
And the equipment?
Just a fork, a bowl, a dish, a frying pan, and a spatula. And a stove, of course.
Right then, what should we do?
First, break the eggs into a bowl and season with salt and pepper.
Like this?
Yes. Then, beat the eggs well with the fork.
I see.
Next, heat some oil in a frying pan.
Okay.
After that, pour the mixture into the pan. And finally, cook the omelet.
Is that all?
That's all. Easy, right?
I think it is.
Dialogue 2. Making infused water.
Let's make infused water.
Sure. What do we need to make infused water?
What flavor do you want? Do you want apple, lemon, lime, or strawberry?
Lime is nice, I think.
Okay, so we need limes, mineral, or boiled water, and ice cubes.
What equipment do we need?
We need a knife, a pitcher, and cups.
What should we do then?
First, wash the limes and slice them thinly.
Like this?
Yes. Now, fill the pitcher with mineral or boiled water and put the slices of lime in it.
What will we do with the ice cubes?
Put the ice cubes in the pitcher to make the water cool.
Can we drink it now?
No, we have to wait until the water is flavored and cool. It may take 1 to 2 hours. If we do not have ice cubes, we can put the pitcher in the refrigerator to cool it. After that, we can serve the infused water.
I see. I thought it was difficult, but it turns out to be easy.
From the dialogue, we know that Tineke told Binsar how to make an omelette. Dari dialog tadi, kita tahu bahwa Tineke memberitahu Binsar bagaimana cara membuat omelet. If we find out the text describe the procedure to do something, we call it a procedure text. Jika kita menemukan sebuah teks yang menjelaskan tentang tata cara melakukan sesuatu, maka kita menamakan teks ini dengan text procedure. What is a procedure text? Apa itu text procedure? Let's study it together. A procedure text tells how to do or how to make something through sequence of action or step. Sebuah text procedure adalah teks yang memberitahu kepada kita bagaimana cara untuk membuat sesuatu melalui serangkaian tindakan atau langkah-langkah. A procedure text generally has the following text structure. Sebuah text procedure pada umumnya memiliki struktur sebagai berikut, yaitu first, goal. Yang pertama yaitu adalah goal atau tujuan. The goal is usually stated in the title. Tujuan biasanya dinyatakan dalam judul. The second, materials needed to achieve the goal. Yang kedua yaitu bahan-bahan yang diperlukan untuk mencapai tujuan itu. The materials include the ingredients and the equipment. Bahan-bahan ini termasuk di dalamnya adalah bahan-bahan dan peralatan. The third is steps. Struktur yang ketiga yaitu langkah-langkah. Steps are what you do to achieve the goal. Langkah-langkah yaitu apa saja yang harus dilakukan untuk mencapai tujuan. They are presented in chronological order. Langkah-langkah ini disajikan dalam susunan yang berurutan. Now, let's bring a procedure text about how to make an omelette. We will complete the tables based on the dialogues in section E. Sekarang, mari kita menyusun sebuah teks procedure tentang bagaimana cara membuat omelet. Kita akan melengkapi tabelnya berdasarkan dialog pada bagian E. From the dialogue, we know that the goal of this procedure text is how to make an omelette. Dari dialog tadi, kita tahu bahwa tujuan dari teks procedure ini adalah membuat sebuah omelette. The ingredients or materials needed to achieve the goals are 2 eggs, salt, pepper, and some oil. The equipment we needed to make an omelette are very simple. Peralatan yang kita butuhkan untuk membuat omelet itu sangat sederhana. They are a fork, a bowl, a frying pan, a spatula, and a stove. So, what should we do to make an omelet? Lalu, apa yang harus kita lakukan untuk membuat sebuah omelet? Here are the steps. Inilah langkah-langkahnya. First, break the eggs into a bowl and season with salt and pepper. Pertama, pecahkan telur ke atas mangkuk dan bumbui dengan garam dan merica. Then, beat the eggs well with the fork. Lalu, kocok telurnya dengan baik dengan menggunakan garpu. Next, heat some oil in a frying pan. Lalu, panaskan minyak di atas wajan. After that, pour the mixture into the pan. Setelah itu, tuangkan adonan tadi di atas panci. And finally, cook the omelette. Dan akhirnya, masaklah omelette itu. Okay, my amazing students, after we discuss about the structure of a procedure text, now we will discuss about language picture we can find of a procedure text. Baiklah, murid-muridku yang luar biasa, setelah tadi kita membahas tentang struktur dari sebuah teks procedure, sekarang kita akan membahas tentang ciri-ciri kebahasaan yang bisa kita temukan dalam sebuah teks procedure. The first, we often find the use of adverbial of sequence or using temporal conjunction. For example, first, second, third, next, then, after that, and the last or finally. Kita sering menemukan penggunaan dari adverb sequence atau kata penghubung yang menunjukkan urutan. Misalnya, first, pertama, second, kedua, third, ketiga, next, kemudian, Then selanjutnya, after that, sudah itu, the last, terakhir, or finally. And second, a procedure text uses command or imperative sentence. Ciri yang kedua yaitu, text procedure biasanya menggunakan kalimat perintah. For example, contohnya, wash the limes and slice them thinly. Cucilah jeruk nipisnya dan iris tipis-tipis. Put the ice cubes into the pitcher to make the water cool. Simpanlah es batu ke dalam pitcher untuk mendinginkan airnya. The third, yang ketiga, a procedure text uses adverbials to express detail the time, place, manner accurate. For example, until the water is flavored and cool. It may take 1 or 2 hours, for 5 minutes, etc. Sebuah teks procedure biasanya berisi tentang adverb atau kata keterangan untuk menjelaskan kepastian tentang waktu, tempat, cara yang akurat. Sebagai contoh, kalimat until the water is flavored and cool. Sampai airnya berasa dan dingin. It may take 1 or 2 hours. 1 atau 2 jam. For 5 minutes. Selama 5 menit. Dan sebagainya. The fourth, a procedure text uses action verb. Ciri yang keempat yaitu, text procedure biasanya menggunakan kata kerja action. Seperti make, take, put, slice, wash, dan sebagainya. The five is using simple present tense. Yang kelima, biasanya text procedure itu menggunakan simple present tense. For example, if we do not have ice cubes. Jika kita tidak punya es batu. Okay, my amazing students, from my explanation, we can conclude some point. Baiklah, murid-muridku yang luar biasa, dari penjelasan Ibu tadi, kita bisa menyimpulkan beberapa poin. First, yang pertama, a procedure text tells how to do or to make something through sequence of action or step. Sebuah teks prosedur menceritakan tentang bagaimana cara membuat sesuatu melalui serangkaian tindakan atau langkah-langkah. We read a procedure text in receipt or manual forms in order to know how to get the best results and how to avoid an accident, damage, or unnecessary waste. Kita membaca sebuah teks prosedur dalam resep makanan atau dalam bentuk manual supaya kita mengetahui bagaimana cara mendapatkan hasil yang terbaik dan bagaimana cara menghindari sebuah kecelakaan, bahaya, atau dampak-dampak yang tidak diinginkan. A procedure text generally has the following text structure. Teks prosedur biasanya memiliki struktur sebagai berikut. They are, yaitu what, goal. Yang pertama yaitu tujuan. The goal is usually stated in the title. Tujuan biasanya dinyatakan dalam judul. The second, yang kedua, materials needed to achieve the goal. Bahan-bahan yang dibutuhkan untuk mencapai tujuan. Materials include the ingredients and the equipment. Bahan-bahan itu bisa meliputi bahan-bahan yang dibutuhkan untuk membuatnya dan equipment dan peralatan. The third, yang ketiga, steps, langkah-langkah. Steps are what you do to achieve the goal. Langkah-langkah yaitu hal apa saja yang harus dilakukan untuk mencapai tujuan. They are presented in chronological order. Langkah-langkah ini disajikan dalam susunan yang berurutan. And then, what is the language feature of a procedure text? There are some language feature of a procedure text. They are adverb of sequence or temporal conjunctions, command or imperative sentence, adverb to express detail the time, place, manner, accurate, and action verb, and simple present tense. Okay, my amazing students, that's all my explanation about the procedure text. I hope you get clear comprehension start to learn how to do something by following recipe or manual instructions. Don't forget, always practice your English. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.